Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the latest chapter of Black Clover. So, if you don't want manga spoilers, turn off now and go. We'll come back later for anime only videos. And, okay, so I'm hoping you're gone now. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about the latest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 208. Well, the chapter, it was a very good chapter. The art was amazing, and Yuno and Asta both got these really cool power-ups. Yuno got on this some new power called Spirit of Zephyr. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a massive wind sword that is really OP, that it can kill the devil and stuff. And Asta, he also got a new power up. Basically his Demon Slayer sword got a new form where it's really powerful. It's called a Black Divider. If I want to specify, people keep calling it a spell, but it's not really a spell. It's like the same kind of thing as like Black Meteor and Black Hurricane. It's just a different application of his anti-magic, but it's not really a spell since he doesn't have magic, so he can't use spells. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Captain Yami, because in the chapter he had a panel where he was talking to that, like, I think Charlotte, that elf possessing Charlotte, and he said that he only had one dark cloak dimension slash left when he was about to go fight the devil. He said he didn't know how to get up there or something like that. But I think this is actually a really important part of the chapter that people just overlooked, because it's not, you wouldn't just throw something in there for no reason, and I think this is really important because it hints towards Captain Yami's death. And I know that it might seem a bit random now, but it all makes sense. Like, it makes so much sense for Yami to die. I mean, we love him, but he needs to die. No offense to Yami fans. Anyway, see that one dark cloak dimension slash left? Well, the guy's already been really injured and he's running low on magic, so perfect conditions for someone to die, especially when they're up against the devil, the literal devil. Like, they're fighting the devil, he's on low HP, low power. It would make sense for him to die here if he's going to die anywhere. But there will need to be a reason for Yami to die, and there is definitely a reason, because it's the only way Black Clover can continue past this arc logically. So I've heard people say stuff like Yami is going to become the Wizard King. And that's cool and all, but I don't think it really makes sense. You see, if Yami was made the Wizard King, Asta would be promoted to Captain of the Black Bulls, and Yuno will become the Captain of the Golden Dawn. But I don't think that's how that's how it's going to happen, because we will both become Magic Knight captains. But I think there's someone else. It would make a lot more sense to make someone else a Wizard King, and that would be Fugolion Vermilion. Now, that also might seem a bit as a random choice, but it's not, because for one, Fugolion is royalty, and he is a very powerful mage in the Clover Kingdom, like former leader of the Crimson Lions. But two, what about Mereoleona? She is the captain of the Crimson Lions right now, but what's happened to her? Would Fugolion just become captain of the Crimson Lions again and she'll just go back to the forest? I don't think so. I do not think so, my friends. What I really think is going to happen is that Yami is going to die, unfortunately, because we all love Yami. And that means that Fugolion is going to take over as the Wizard King. It would make a lot more sense to have him as a Wizard King, because one, he has a reputation. He's had one of the best Magic Knight squads ever for many years now, so he has a very good reputation. Not only that, but he's liked by the nobility. I'm pretty sure he'll have a lot more of a say in this. And commoners like Asta and stuff, like they can get to like him too, because he's not as prejudiced as like the people in House Silver. So he's a nice guy in general to both nobility and the commoners. Not only that, but Yami on the other hand, he's hated by like nobles and commoners alike. Like when they saw the Black Bulls as the second ranked Magic Knight squad, they were shocked and disgusted. Like they thought that he cheated to get there, but it was Asta who made him get there anyway. But so Yami did nothing. But Yami isn't really liked by the people of the kingdom. His Magic Knight squad is known as the worst there is. Not only that, but he's a foreigner. He's foreign to this nation, so nobles don't like him, commoners don't like him. He has no reputation and likely won't become the Wizard King. Because it wouldn't make sense. Not only that, but him and I'm pretty sure Fugolion is a bit more powerful than Yami. I mean, there's not much behind that statement. It's just that Fugolion has fire powers and fire is cool, and he's a fire spirit. So yeah, I'm putting Fugolion above Yami just for that. No other reason other than that. But also, it was another major reason is that it would lead to major character development for Asta. Like Yami has been really coasting for these past 2 years, especially since he joined the Black Bulls. And so if Yami were to die, it may lead to Asta becoming more mature, as he would take a more mature outlook to the world he lives in. Because so far, he hasn't seen anything bad happen when anyone really died. Like, nothing bad has actually happened to Asta when you think about it. Generally, nothing bad has happened to this guy. So for something bad to happen to him, it will lead to character development that may make him a bit more mature. Which will make him much more suited to leading a Magic Knight captain squad. Don't you agree? Right now he's just a crazy little boy who likes to run around and hit stuff with swords, but with maturity he may become a better leader, more like Yuno, and will become far more suited to leading the Magic Knight squad. And not only that, but if Fugolion wants to become Rizzo King, once again, I think I said this before, I don't know, I just forgot, he would be the true king of the Clover Kingdom. And that would be amazing because we can finally kick Augustus Kira Clover out of the throne. No one likes this guy. Nobles, not commoners, no one likes him. So Fugolion will make a much better king for everyone, literally. And that's why I think that Yami's gonna die. I mean, not only that, but what other major effects will it have? Well, for one, it will kick Julius Novochrono and his guys, what's the other guy called? William and Yami. It'll just be out of the picture now. I mean, well, yeah, it would also affect Yuno as well, because Yuno, he's now lost his mentor guy as well. Like, Asta had Yami, but Yuno had William, so that draws parallels between the two again. Like, it all makes sense narratively, even though I'm just making stuff up right now as I go along. But narratively, everything I'm saying makes sense. What's it called? William, he's probably gonna get arrested. No, I'm pretty sure he's actually dead. I'm pretty sure William is dead. Yami will also die. That'll lead Asta and Yuno to both become more mature, and they'll also both of them lose their mentors, and they have to go alone from this point forward. Have to figure things out more for themselves. As not only as leaders of a Magic Knight squad, Yuno the Golden Dawn, and Asta the Black Bulls, but also as people coping with loss and bad things that happen. So it really makes sense narratively to get rid of Yami and William, and then with Fugolion as the Wizard King, would that affect Asta and Yuno? Would it? I mean, maybe. No, not really, but it will still be cool. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you thought. See you next time. Bye.